recording on this. Recording in progress.
Oh my god!
As we just started randomly bullshitting before we started recording because we're waiting for Peter to come in. Where the fuck have we been all off season? I've been busy being a fucking booze bag. Crap Lord, where have you been? You haven't been here for a fucking season. Becoming fancy.
I'm a classier man now than I was 2 seasons ago.
And Cardona is giving us the.
Speaking of which, pardon me, I gotta get some more wine.
He doesn't want us to see what he looks like.
No, it's not that. Hold on, I'm fixing my fucking
military said we couldn't get it. Very good. Okay, I mean, I guess I will say me and a Kraken did record one in January, but I was too fucked up to even be anywhere close to putting that shit out. But no, so I was I was away for a little bit. Had a lot of shit going on in my personal life. But now we're here. Back with the fucking Blizzinator who does not want to play the Toronto Maple Leafs. Had to leave up the fucking big boy Sando and Iggy.
CNS. I could take my dog for a 6-mile walk and still have the energy to fucking lap your shit around the ice. And it wouldn't take half a fucking millisecond.
Okay, well, next time we play each other, I'm gonna make sure.
I promise you, dude. If it's not on a Thursday, I don't play Thursdays because that's drinking time.
It's drinking time.
That's drinking time.
Every day is drinking time.
I mean, every day is, but that's the day I go out. But if it's not a Thursday, I promise you, I'll schedule my shit against yours.
Oh
jeez.
Oh god.
There we go.
It just can't be on a Wednesday though. That's when I gotta have date night with my old lady. Jesus.
I didn't play Wednesday because I had a date myself. So
I know I didn't play. I wasn't even supposed to play.
All right, there we go.
oh my god, Cardona, you fucking sick, ugly shit.
What's up, dude?
Jesus Christ.
Look, I mean, he's all professional now. Like
at least when I ran the podcast, I had some handsome people on the fucking show.
Hey man,
Right.
listen. Fat boys are in style right now, right?
oh, fucking right.
I mean, I found out CNS has a girlfriend, and so everybody's got hope on this planet, I suppose.
Oh shit. God damn. I mean, can I really just pass the podcast off to Cardona? He's all prepared. He's got the headphones. He's got the mic.
Man, dude, I was so committed for that show on LG, and then it's whatever. Like, it's all good. I'm here. I'm having fun. That's all that matters.
So, all right, I feel bad for Cardona because he's trying to deal with a little bit of bullshit in the AHL. That's not a good AHL.
So listen to this, right?
Cardona, let me give you a little thing, dude. When you were in the TC draft, I looked at you and I was like, "Oh my god, Cardona's in the TC. That's crazy." You know what I'm gonna do?
Not pick him.
Fucking draft.
Yeah, fuck you. Okay.
I didn't even pick anybody on my team.
Okay, so
I had no input. That's why
Iggy
was messaging me
in the fucking league.
Iggy was messaging me the entire time, and he was like, "You're still not picked." I was like, "No." I was like, "Are you guys gonna pick me?" And he's like, "No." And I'm like, "Okay, I guess I'm not getting drafted then because I don't know none of these other owners." But no, listen to this, right? So the main problem that we're having,
Dog, we were in no way gonna ever.
That's terrible.
I mean, I'm not a good goalie. I mean, we're not gonna sit here and lie. You know what I mean? Like, just go look at my stats.
We had our entire TC draft locked in, and then no way was Cardona ever in a fucking conversation. And I love you, Cardona, but there is no fucking chance, my brother.
It's all good. Like, I'm over here on Calgary rocking the best goals allowed average at an 8.5 right now. You know, I'm just making my case right now. You know, hey, when y'all see me in the All-Star game, I'm gonna point y'all out. All right. I'm gonna be like, hey, watch this shot go past me right now. Okay.
All right.
So again, so the main thing that we're doing right now with the A is the fact that
fucking guy
is that we'll make schedules.
Down to be in the A?
Huh?
Can I send myself down as management just to play in the A?
CNS, you should be in the fucking
A. Pull a lefty like he did in LG where he just sent himself down.
If I had that power for fucking media stuff.
Listen, I have to deal with Iggy, Sando, and Cav every week telling me that they're gonna send me down, even though I'm the owner.
Well, how much are you paying them to be your management?
How much did I pay him? Nothing. I'm just that charismatic.
I mean,
All right.
Iggy never responds.
I also just have the smallest penis on the planet, so it's
so
just more of a sympathy thing.
So I have a note from Aces. He says, please ensure to talk about how bad of a job I do and how small the league is going to grow. Okay. That's not exactly what he said, but that's what I'm going to say because he doesn't want to come on the show.
Well, if we're going to get on that topic, Aces fucking stinks. Guy got an ego as soon as he went to the AHL. Now he thinks he's an all-star. What's your record, Aces? 4-5 with a 8-10? Fuck you, nerd. All right. My stats suck anyway, but I'll still shit on yours.
I let him know.
Look my stats up on LG. They're fucking bad.
What team are you on?
Red Deer, dude. We just got smoked last week. Like 7-1. We won 7-3 and then lost 9-2. I should have played defense. It almost made me want to play defense again. And that's how much I've hated playing defense.
Did you change your tag?
Yeah.
What is it now?
Chief Sosa.
He's gonna be shy representing.
It's strictly for Chicago, and it's going on my next tag. You can chalk it up now. This is an early leak. Consider me fucking Marvel Studios right now. It's gonna be Glizimus Prime.
You're past your prime.
No, that's
You never
fair,
had your
right?
prime.
That's fair.
Oh, wait, never mind.
That's fair. That's honestly fair.
That's why I stuck with keeping the same.
Hey, I'm
I've had since
second.
I
I'm
first had it.
technically before tonight's games. I was second in the league in goals. So do with that what you want.
This 48,
This just proves
78,
the
and
fact
14.
That you
Look
do
at
not
that.
know how to play defense.
Hey, CNS, at least you
CNS,
don't.
I carried you to a fucking cup, dude.
No, I was TC. I drank my way to it, and they forfeited the games I was supposed to play.
Honestly, what were the D pairs? It was me and Sargent and you and Dempsey. You probably carried Dempsey. I'll give you that. You carried Dempsey. I'll give you the benefit
not hard.
of the doubt on that one. Yeah,
It's not
no,
hard
it's
to
not
do.
fucking hard, dude. I did it multiple seasons.
I feel bad for Pot. They played us twice this year so far, and they've lost both times with Pot and Dempsey as the D pair.
All right. Okay. All right. So
No, shut the fuck up. Your team is.
no,
supposed
I'm
to be
not. This
all
isn't even
ranked.
against you. This isn't even against you. I love Pot and I love Dempsey, but who the fuck put them on D?
Well, I can tell you, I can tell you from being Dempsey's owner, season 39, it was my biggest.
I can tell
regret.
you from being on Dempsey's team, that motherfucker should be in the TC.
I'm not going to comment for the sake of getting roasted.
Yeah, no. See, I've already. There's.
No, are you
there's
drinking right now or no?
there's- I've heard.
I've
heard
so
every
I can't
insult
drink.
can
I have a
possibly take,
condition
so I'm happy to.
to where if I
throw
drink,
all
it's
the
really bad
shots.
for me.
Fuck.
Yeah. No.
Well,
yeah.
I guess we'll drink for you then.
Thank you. Yeah. No, because I have an MRI coming up on my brain in a couple of weeks for.
Now that we're actually streaming, though, I do want to throw out some shout outs.
I was gonna say, go on your.
We actually have conversations because I don't have what the fuck time is. Oh my god.
I told you you're gonna be on for an hour. Stop being a bitch.
Stop it, dude. I got work in the morning, but
So
I do
do
want
I.
to throw out some shout outs. The entire team of Chicago, elite. Toronto, surprised.
I didn't draft my team.
I'll throw
That's
out a
why.
shout out to this fucking dumbass. What is it over here? Yeah, this fucking idiot.
Oh, we can't figure out which way.
Never mind. Take it back. Shout out to Gauthier, not the rest of his team, just Gauthier.
Dude, he was.
I
He was
love.
very
I
quick in the squad.
love. I would get sexually aroused by Gauthier, but the rest of his team is fucking. I can't stand.
I mean, they're doing
week
good,
he's
though.
going, new podcast. Where's new podcast? New podcast.
So the amount of
Minnesota
fucking
strictly only. I don't know anybody on it besides 98, and he has like 75 different tags. But love that guy. Fuck.
Carolina's doing really good.
Toronto just beat them in overtime.
Shout out Frank's the tank. Guy's a beauty. Best thing that ever happened to Carolina was that guy taking over in ownership. Vegas, nobody besides like Hoopla and Bure and Fedorov. There's nobody else good on that team. Well, there's a few good people, but the goaltending is really bad. Who the fuck's tagging me? Is that Aces? Yeah, well, that's why, because you're bad.
He's telling me he's hanging out with his girlfriend, but he wants to know what you're talking about. I told me she come.
Yeah, well, he sucks.
Damn.
And to continue,
Shout
Nelson
out Iggy.
Yankee. I think he's on Montreal. Strictly shouting him out because in my early pre-draft rankings, I made fun of a kid named Nelson, and then I gave him credit for having Yankee at the end of it. So just shout out to him for that. I think that's the extent of it for now. That's all I remember.
I would like to shout out Dallas and Calgary's ownership for changing.
Oh wait, no,
in the last second.
Haxby, not Schlarky. Virgin.
All right, did Schlarky get paid for the season? Do we think he got paid last season?
He had to be, dude. And I like Schlarky. Schlarky, here's a message to you. I like you, but
keep hustling people.
Wasn't there like a case a couple years ago where
make your money, bro? Like I'm never gonna trust me. I was on Hinge like 3 weeks ago, and a girl was like, "Yeah, well, I'll have sex with you for money." So I was like, "No." But
Aces won't be around much longer as the main UHL dude. This just in.
Is that from the Aces?
That is from Aces himself. Yeah.
Yeah, he said that a season ago. So I'll see when I believe it. Virgin.
What is it? No, but wasn't Stooley the one like a couple seasons ago where he tried to pay Haxby to be his GM in UHL?
I don't know. Oh,
wasn't that him? And then he got kicked out by his own team.
I thought you were gonna go back to IOHL days when it was Canadian Bacon who was paying him and Chislett.
Yeah, and then no, it wasn't just them too. Spinelli was doing it too.
Yeah.
Oh no, Spence would have been paying.
No, but okay, all right, okay. But for all the talk about paying people, shout out Spin because I like Spin. Spin's a beauty.
They started it back up.
Spin can pay whoever he wants to, and I'll still tell you I love Spin. That guy's the best meat shield I've ever had in Call of Duty in my entire life. So
Buffalo Soldier just knows his role.
Dude, that guy is the epitome of like you would call, be like somebody shooting at us, and the homie would walk up in the middle of the gunfire in the line of sight and be like, "Where?"
It's fine.
Salute you, brother.
Right over there, Spin. Just walk out.
See where the bullets are coming down the hallway? Just walk right there.
I'm not sure exactly where, but
no, shout out Spinelli. I'll never
get them.
Spinelli also taught me that there's such a thing as pepperoni and sausage bread, and I didn't even know you could put those ingredients in bread. And so good looks for him because I didn't know that was a thing, but now they are. So now I'm buying a Dutch oven. But that's what I'm here for.
Oh, okay. So now it's my turn to tell a story about Glizzy. Okay.
Yeah, this is when we had to decide we had to start recording.
So Glizzy threatened me with absolutely roasting me, but he already did, talking about how I wasn't drafted, so my feelings are hurt. What is it? No. So 2 seasons ago, I was the owner of Erie and LG, and it was our big season. And Glizzy had fell down to the sea somehow as a defender. And I went to his owner, and his owner would not trade him. No, it was.
Was that why I got traded?
It was Krasimir.
No. I wasn't on Kras's team. Kras was trying to trade for me, so it was Slogazal. So when I went down,
I could look right now.
When I went down to the CHL, I went on the one team, and before I even like landed on the TC of that team, I was traded within like 10 seconds to Slogazal's team. And then Slogazal was like, I'm trying to call you up, and I'm trying to trade my first line D-man to call you up. But then everybody he literally told me, he's like, yeah, I have 7 teams trying to trade for you. And he's like, nobody wants to take my first line defenseman. I was like, that's because I'm better than your first line defenseman.
Oh no, it was when you got traded to
Adirondack.
That was Khan's big season. Yeah.
Guess who fucking did that for him?
Yeah, it's kind of weird because your stats don't show it.
Yes, 6-0. 6-0. But
yeah, you're really showing up with that 48.
In the shower. What do you mean?
What's up?
You took the 6-0 in the shower. What do you mean?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. But no, it was so funny. I kept trying to trade for you, and then I got, what is it? The draft happened 2 seasons ago where I scouted with you guys every single day, and then who was the owner at the time? Oh, Sparks was the owner, Sando, and I was scouting with you guys, and I was doing great, and you were like, "Yeah, we're gonna pick you up." And then you didn't pick me up, and I was like, well, "Fuck this!" You know what I mean? I didn't. Yeah, that's just.
Who's that? Haxby?
Yeah.
Jeez.
What?
Doing all the fucking feet shit. Haxby just pulls his feet up. Drinking wine, fucking pulls his feet out. No,
so what this AHL thing's gonna you're gonna hear it from me, and I don't care what happens. What the ASS comes to me and says, this AHL bullshit is gonna fail because the main thing that's going on is that what?
It's bad.
Yeah, because I run one of the teams, right? And I make the full effort of like putting in a schedule on Saturdays when he says he wants them, making sure the lineups are put in the day of at like 11 a.m., 12 a.m. when Aces wants them, just for the NHL owner to take my entire lineup and then call them up without telling me, or like, hey, I need this dude and this dude like 5 minutes before game time.
I mean,
like, what the fuck am I supposed to do?
Here's the thing. I will say I like the addition of you got to put in your avail to the AHL team or else you can't get called up. I think that's it's smart.
Yeah.
I give them the credit on that because that is smart because it entices players to play. I know from my own TC, like they're giving avail. I don't know if all of them are, but I know like my main guys, the guys that I would actually play are doing that. So I think that's smart, but
yeah, I'm not that lucky. I've got some great names on my TC.
Here's my thing. Up. Here's what I thought should have happened. And this is no discredit to Aces or any of the staff because they're gonna do whatever the fuck they want to do, regardless of what I say. Yeah. Even though I'm smart. But 16 teams was a bit of a reach, in my opinion.
They probably should have kept it at 14
because
12. My
problem is you have the signups, and I get the idea. That's my fucking dog. You have the signups.
Cool.
Yeah. Wait, hold on. Can I see my dog?
So you moved into your place?
Yeah.
Congratulations on that.
Thank you.
That's why he left me the fucking podcast.
I don't know what the fuck this just came out.
You wanted to wait until you had a girlfriend. I think that's what it was.
I did have one, and she's gone now. So
no. I'm talking about you waiting on him.
Oh wait, he doesn't have one? Shit.
No, I'm single now.
Damn. Don't
worry, I'm getting
not for long. Iggy's gonna come out of nowhere and snatch that.
No, don't worry. Don't worry. I'm getting married soon. I already went on a date, and she's stalled my life. But
shit,
that's what I'm talking about. He skipped all the steps. He went straight to the end. It's like
she's a fine little Latina, and I can't help myself.
Hey, so that means anybody that knows where Crap Lord lives now has an open bachelor pad to go stay at.
Yeah, everybody's more than welcome, man.
Just got to figure out where he lives.
Yeah. If you can find out my address and my name, I'll let you stay for free. It's like an Airbnb with extra dick.
Just bring booze and lube.
Yeah, for real. No, so I told him I was like, I don't think 16 teams is the way to go because I understand you hit the sign up limit, right? Like you hit what you want for signups, but the talent gap is stupidly bad.
Yeah.
Or the egos.
Yeah. And don't get me wrong, there's I've lost 2 games now so far. and like took good lines, but like lines that are talented, but like the rest of the league, there's teams like Philadelphia and Arizona and all them, and they're getting blown the fuck out, and they shouldn't really have a fucking team, to be honest with you. And not to discredit their owners, like it's not their owners' fault, but the drop off in talent, especially for owners that know what the fuck they're doing, is the same shit that happened last year, from what I observed from afar, and the season before. It's the same shit that happens every season. Guys don't know what the fuck they're doing, and they draft like shit, and then they get fucked over. And like, I'll give credit to the owners if they're gonna stick it out, like cool. But in my opinion, you should have capped it at 12 and then expanded your AHL teams and did way more AHL teams and expanded that and let the guys who are like in CHL TCs, and a majority of the signups from what I did in my research from when I drafted, a majority of these kids that were signing up were CHLs or CHL TCs. Put them in the AHL. If that's what you want to build is like a legitimate league, then establish a legitimate AHL.
Yeah, but you got guys that don't even want it. They're those CHL TCs that don't even want to join that.
My fucking TC is guys who should be on rosters.
Can we talk about my TC or who I've lost for ego so far?
Yeah, Sarge. I already saw one name on there. That's not surprising.
Sargent, just fuck him up. River. Chislett,
I fucking carried that kid.
He talks so much shit.
I've even messaged him.
I carried that kid to a fucking championship.
Unless Chislett
signed up the same day.
I might be
you have
behind.
Chislett too. You have Chislett.
I have Chislett. He won't. I told him, dude, just come play 10 games. I'll trade you if you don't want to play for us. Still can't even get him to fucking.
Who's? I'm guessing that's T-Can or whatever his name is.
Tikkanen? No, Tikkanen's not him.
Tikkanen's on my team too.
Chislett is strictly Chislett.
He's not even on your roster.
Nope, I can't call him up. He was a late sign up. Right away.
I know. I'm saying like he's not even. He's not even on the Google rosters.
Who, Chislett anymore?
Yeah, he's not there anymore.
I don't think TFA got him off, but I mean, still try and fucking reach out to him and say, hey, come play games. Like, get your 10 minimum at least, and we can move you.
Because you really don't have a bad roster. You really don't.
I didn't draft any of them. Shout out to TFA.
I mean, it's honestly not a bad roster.
I know you didn't. Because I
was stuck working.
You can't ever build a roster that decent.
No, but I mean, we even had 10 ply. We drafted 10 ply, and what was the other one?
Is 10 ply played for you or no?
No, he fucking eagled us right after.
So
I reached out to
well, here's the thing. Here's the thing with that is obviously 10 ply and Jesus were my management before I got Iggy and Sando, and then Jesus took over management for like a PSN team. And like, as soon as that happened, like I had other guys that were like Jesus's buddies on my, obviously Temply and like Brovaltine, who doesn't play anymore. And they like, as soon as I messaged Brovaltine in the draft, I was like, are you going to play? He's like, no. And so I immediately knew Temply wasn't going to play. I was like, yeah.
Yeah, but you got to take it in case he does.
You do. That's like we traded for season 1. Like when you were on the team, we traded for Jesus and Jesus wasn't around. And then Jesus decided to show up. And I love Jesus. I love Temply. Those are my boys. Even though they weren't on my management group to start the season. But
I mean, you gotta take a player like that.
Yeah, no matter what. Like, I don't blame you. I mean, personally, I would have waited. But like you also, but that's like specifically me because I knew what was going on.
We got Temply in the second round.
And that's what I'm saying. It's specifically different for me because I knew what was going on behind the scenes.
Yeah.
So like I wasn't going to take them until later on in the draft. And even then I wasn't sure if they would play for me. But yeah, I mean the top teams right now, in my opinion, this is without ego. I mean, like obviously we're doing decent. We are not winning all the games that we want, but like it's a tight league and the game sucks at the same time.
Well, your top 3 teams in your league are all close.
Yeah, I mean,
Washington, Carolina, and then
my goal is not to be the regular season champion. No. As soon as they won 16 teams, I knew we weren't going to be regular season champs.
The problem is that the problem is besides Conference B, which has just San Jose, Toronto, Nashville. I think Dallas is going to be good, but I think they don't have a good enough second line to stay in it. The problem is
Dallas has a stacked first line. They're good.
Yes, but they don't have a second line.
Nashville doesn't have star power, but they're a very good team. Shout out Moose Balls.
Shout out Energizer
and Red Sox. Those guys are and Retro too, and Bardem
and Fallen.
They're all
that entire team is stacked. Like
I like Nashville a lot. We just lost to them. My line lost to them, and we got shellacked. And shout out to them. They're a good team.
I'm honestly surprised.
Not stacked with like talent, but like in this game, like you don't need to be stacked with talent. You just need to have an identity.
And that's the thing. Yeah,
and they're good at it. So,
but my thing is Conference A is literally top 4 teams and then falls off. That's it. Like,
yeah, which is why like I've told my team, I'm like, I don't care if we lose, like just make top 6.
Yeah, and but I mean, like the biggest thing too. But the thing that's going to matter down the stretch is, do you have the team? Like, I think the Caps are a fluke. I'm going to say it now. I don't care. I think they're a fluke. I don't think they're going to when I look at their roster, yes, they have good pieces.
They're bad.
They're not. They're bad.
You don't want to go off on them?
Only person I'm going to shout off that team
is Melvin and Pastor.
Pre-game. I'm not going to say it as much now.
Pussy.
I don't like Jason. And that doesn't even need to be hidden because I don't like Jason. Jason knows I don't like him. So
when you call someone an F word every fucking time, I mean, it's,
he's a fucking loser, dude. He's a fucking loser. And I'll happily say that because I've done it every show I've ever done on this podcast. Pastor Gaines is the only guy on that team that I love. Actually, there might be more, but
Melvin's on there too.
Melvin's
really fucking good.
Melvin, a lot of poutine in your future, buddy. But so Pastor Gaines is an underrated player on that team.
So funny story about
he's
Melvin.
He's funny as fuck. We had him for a little bit last year before Newfie blew up our team.
Yeah, he was gone for a while.
Melvin or Pastor?
Pastor's
a fucking great. And actually, funny
he's
story.
He's a great dude.
Me and Pastor went to high school together.
Oh, that's dope as fuck.
You know who he was or no?
Yeah. Yeah, no. When he serves in the armed forces, when he comes back, me and him are getting a beer, but
he's already back. He should be back now.
He should be. I haven't talked to him recently because he's been busy with all the Ukraine shit, but we're
he might have rapidly deployed again. Yeah.
So he's a great guy all around. So
I like how that's why you told me I wasn't gonna get drafted because I was came in the fucking show and you're like, I'm not drafting you because you're going to Ukraine. I'm like, what?
Dude, that's why like I'm not like obviously the draft passed. Like he was gonna be one of my top targets because he's an underrated player.
Yeah, the fact that he was the last pick of the main draft just shows how deep the talent was, and in my opinion,
exactly. And it also a status quo on how bad fucking teams drafted at the same time.
Yeah,
I purposely, and this is
Philly. We're calling you out.
If Pastor, if you watch this, I only passed on you because I knew your availability was possibly sketchy, or else you would have been on the Blackhawks. But he is a very good player, but like I take everything into account, and I don't like to play with availability because I know how
good management too,
especially with like certain teams are afraid always to draft top tier talent because of esports and everything like that. And so like only certain teams can draft top talent. And that's a problem with a lot of leagues. Like you can't draft top talent if you're not a good owner because like it's just not going to work.
I mean, but that's always going to be a problem when you're not LG. That's always going to be a thing. You can't ever fight that. That's the shittiest part.
Like I'm a shit player, like in comparison to most of the guys I draft, but like I bring in decent management and I fucking draft well enough that guys trust.
But you've always like the last two actual years, you've pretty much had the same management group. You guys are tight as hell.
Yeah, I mean I bring
really brought over the same people from IHL to here.
I bring in NHL guys, but like it's not even just talent wise. Like,
but even like your management,
I'm cool with a lot of people.
Like you literally have Tribe, Dugan, D-Vets, and they're just on your TC. Like that alone is fucking nuts. Like
I said, I think my TC can beat most teams in this league.
Your TC is better than
run it for a game, dude. I say run a whole line TC when you play Montreal next, or who's it? Montreal or Arizona is like lowest.
Arizona would be
my TC. My Arizona
would be funny to watch.
TC would blow them out by 10.
And you could even have like you could have fucking try to play forward.
That's the thing is I get fried by my own TC. Like TC vets and Tribe shit on me daily.
Oh, what do you mean shit vets?
Yeah.
So
but like those, they're like for all the shit I give D vets and Tribe and all them, like they're fucking gross. The fact that they fell to
if I actually drafted, I would not have let.
Well, it doesn't. Well, okay. But so my first ever
D-Vets only fell because his availability sucks.
It still is, right? Yeah. Because I remember I know
it does. I mean, the guy works a lot, but like
he's a doctor or a nurse or something like that.
He's max 4 out of 8, but it's like very weird scheduling.
Yeah,
it's like you can't back to back him.
He's probably one of the like he was the first ever star player I had on a team. When I took over Philly for IOHL in season 17, he was my top player because I took over for Vehi. And I remember everybody was trying to trade me for him. Shout out Poppy. What is it?
Dude, I can't.
It was him mostly. It was
every
him
time you say my name.
That guy lives in my fucking nightmares, dude.
He's
still to this day, since the last season IOHL owned that I had him on my team, he'll still join my party strictly to say "fuck you, Glizzy" and then leave.
And he has like the really high, creepy fucking voice that it's like
I can't do the.
It's PTSD out the ass.
I've been banned from doing the voice because I've gotten. It's
hey guys, like we're just not gonna.
I can't do it. I can't do it, dude.
Like it's so fucking weird. But okay, so
like he just fucking kept like.
Stop! I can't do it, dude. You're trying to egg it out of me.
You know how to break out the puck?
I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it because I'm gonna get in fucking trouble with him.
He's not even in this
I already have enough.
Yeah, because he's not playing in this league anymore, right?
No, and I already have enough of him chirping me.
Yeah, but will Hufu sign it to him though? Will Hufu find out if I can?
Oh, shout out Hufu. Shout out Hufu too.
Yeah, he's cool as fuck too. I knew Hufu before he was big. I met him and what's that fuck? It wasn't EOG. It was some other side league that they started up, and it was Hufu and Hufu's brother,
Big
who
Pete.
I think is Yeah,
Big Pete.
Pete. He's an officer in the military now, right? Yeah. They came
hero.
They came to our
going at each other. Shut up, you fat fuck. Just being in the parties with
so this is so funny, right? So like I always tell people, like I know a lot of people, but I'm so bad at the fucking game that I get left behind. Because I had D-Vets on my team. He literally is the reason I was so smart as an owner my first couple seasons, because he taught me like, hey, like this is what you do, this is what you don't do, right? And then the next season, and when I first GM'd in LG with Energizer, who's on Nashville now, in this league, we had Tibby, Hufu, and Pete all on our team. Like we had all of them.
Big Thibodeau.
Yeah. And
shout out Big Tibbs.
Yeah, like we had all those guys. I had Danny, like I had before they all went to the NHL and did good things in their prime. Like I played with them when I was in X1. I was the AGM for Melvin and fucking Volcom, and they used to make fun of me because I went to church every fucking Wednesday, and they would always play church music every time I entered the party.
You went to fucking church every Wednesday?
Yeah, I did. So I helped run. So I'm the oldest.
Quick pause. How many times did you get touched?
No, it wasn't. It wasn't for that. No, that never happened. But no, it's. So
It wasn't for that.
oldest.
That was just a side bonus.
That was Sunday. That's why I didn't go.
Whoa,
Yeah.
hey,
I went for Wednesday because that's when
I'm not
that was when
Catholic.
the
All
least
right,
amount of
we're
priest
not.
boys went. So I got the beneficial touch.
Listen. We're not Catholic. I'm just Baptist. That means I'm racist. Apparently, okay.
Oh shit.
No, it was because I'm the oldest of 6, and all my younger sisters and brothers were all at like the daycares and stuff. So I'd help do like the
Yeah, they weren't
events
old
for all
enough to
of it.
get touched by the pastor, so you had to step in.
Yeah, but luckily we're not
Pastor
we're
James,
not we're not
that
at a
you?
Catholic church. Yeah, luckily we're not at a Catholic church. I don't have to worry about that. No, but like it's so funny, dude, because it's like you have players still in this league. Like that's what I like about this league, anyways, too, is because you got guys like D-Vets, Fulcum, Melvin. Even though like this league,
There's there's top talent all around.
There's top talent. It's just the separation from top to bottom. There is no
Niagara
middle.
Falls.
Yeah, it's literally like,
which I mean, like, don't get me wrong. I've definitely like I've been a little bit part of like media this year. I definitely didn't want to take as big of a role as I did in the first season, just because I have a lot going on, so I didn't want to do as much. So I figured I'd help on the podcast here and there, because I know everybody missed me because I'm the star talent.
Shut the fuck up, you loser.
God bless Cardona,
I think
joining in to help out, but like,
God, Iggy's done more than you.
Iggy's
CNS,
a fucking
dude.
beauty.
Do you know the
Even though
amount of DMs
I feel so bad for him because
Cardona
his girlfriend would never sleep with him.
You've done a lot to already help out. The amount of DMs I got CNS.
I kept
About
fucking
being
trying
like,
to get on the podcast.
CNS is boring, bush light, drunk ass. Can't hold a candle to you. Oh yeah, I'm glad you're drinking Dos Equis. That's why you got a girlfriend now, huh?
And land sharks. Fucking
Oh
feel
yeah,
like I'm in the island.
what are you going craft now so you can pull some hose? Yeah, come on, take a fucking lap.
Jesus, you might have to take lessons then because you fucking got left.
CNS, dude, it takes me a fucking day. It takes me a day on Hinge.
I'm a school teacher. I make a difference.
CNS, it takes me a day on Hinge to eclipse your entire yearly hoe total.
Okay, if you want.
We'll come back to that.
We will. We'll come back.
Listen. The guy just hit 1. Can you give him a break? Fuck.
Jesus. Oh. I can't even give it to Donna.
No.
Donna's gonna have to come on like fucking gas snow too. I'm still waiting for a Kraken. How much peanut butter do you go through in a week?
Dude, so much. So much. Oh, dude, I had 3 jars in the closet.
Yeah, no wonder his dog is so close to him, right?
If he has anybody coming over, that's a dick impression.
He's gonna,
and a little bit of balls too. Like it's just a dick in the middle.
If anybody didn't know better, he'd probably be like, "Yo, hey, sorry, bro, my girl's over," and it's actually just his fucking dog licking peanut butter.
Fuck you guys, all right?
I'm gonna get roasted, bro. Okay.
I don't know what the fuck we were talking.
Listen. He already came at my life.
Listen,
I'm gladly gonna just hold the honor of being one of the only 15 people out of like 300 and not get drafted this year. It's a very, as people think I'm a shitter. But actually,
the fact that you went in the TC draft saved you from me frying your shit.
I didn't even know. I didn't even go in the TC draft.
He just
you didn't have eyebrows.
I didn't even go to dude. I was an RA, bro.
Do you even have eyebrows?
Nah, you see, I like to do this thing where I want to like intimidate people, right? Because like as all times you're gonna stare up here, so I can just fuck with you.
Yeah, every time I look at my testicles, I'm pretty intimidated too.
Damn.
He still has to check see if there's peanut butter on.
Yeah. See, if you put a little bit of hold on, what color is your hair?
It's blonde. It's blonde. It's blonde.
It almost looks like peanut butter. So it almost looks like just like when I put peanut butter on my shit.
He's getting really like all up in the peanut butter, man. Like, you know, I'm kind of concerned about you.
At least I'm getting touched
by something with 4 legs.
Yeah. Just because your gecko comes around once in a while and just does a little bit. Doesn't make it equal, buddy. I appreciate you, but it ain't the same. We ain't on the same pages.
Can you imagine if like just a bunch of us from like these leagues just all meet up and just have like a fucking drunken trip in like Nashville or something like that?
I really want all of us.
Same as any state you're fucking in, dude, is an automatic blacklist for me.
It would be
what I want is all of
every bar.
Let's just bring in the all like IOHL, just old crew, and then just bring Peter in here and just make fun of him the entire time.
I know. I kept tagging him like, where the fuck is he?
He's not gonna join. He's not gonna join.
He runs his away. Song with the fucking Lollipop Guild. Let him have his time. The guy's part of the Lollipop Guild. He's got a whole reenactment for the fucking Wizard of Oz thing going on. Like, let him have his space.
Funny thing about Dempsey too, like you talk about how you know pastor in high school. I never knew Dempsey, but
no way you guys went to the same high school.
No, but he went to a school that's 30 minutes from where my school is. And then not only that, he worked I didn't realize it was him, but he worked in some store then in the mall that I worked at for like 6 months. And then I used to
Grinder. You worked for Grinder. You worked for Grinder, didn't he?
I don't know. I can't tell you.
He definitely worked for Grinder. I'm here publishing it first. Dempsey worked for Grinder.
No, I was helping open up one of the first Chick-fil-A's in the area in a mall, and I remember I met Peter, but I didn't know who
Jason
he was.
Worked there because I heard Chick-fil-A and Jason both don't like gays.
They also like to call people the F word too, apparently. I'm just saying. Yeah.
Yeah, fucking argument right there.
Yeah. What is it? No, but I mean, Peter's good people. It's just
No, I do as much as I shit on Dempsey and CMS and them. They're good guys.
He's good. Peter's a good dude.
Kraken, Trump, all of them. I mean,
has anyone ever heard Trump's voice? In all seriousness?
Once.
Okay. Yeah. He was my AGM for a whole entire fucking season, and I never heard his voice.
Once.
He would literally sit in the party.
Goalies aren't supposed to talk.
I'm a goalie. I never shut up. Maybe that's why I'm bad. That's probably why I'm fucking trash.
Yeah.
That's why I moved to right D.
That's why you are.
That's my calling right now. Okay. Fuck.
All right. So let's actually get back to league shit in a sense quick.
Please, because I gotta get the fuck out of here.
No, you don't. No, you don't. You've already been here. Let's go.
Okay.
I gotta work. Hey, listen. I got work in 4 hours.
Listen,
I gotta stand there.
You got any fucking questions or what?
Yeah. How do you think your draft went? Obviously. What do you think about
shitty?
According to Aces, my entire roster is fucking terrible.
Yeah, because you didn't draft me. That's why.
That would have given me an F-.
That would have given you an F+. You're just saying.
Okay. What about the couple trades that have happened so far?
Well, let me go back before Cardona rudely interrupted me with his fucking no eyebrows.
Oh, here's the Kraken. Here it is.
What's up? What's up, Mr. Peanut Butter? What can I do for you?
We're talking about totalitarian state here.
The whole thing about
you're gonna invade fucking Fidel Castro to the fucking party? Come on.
Yeah, what up?
Oh shit! You just missed the whole thing about peanut butter. So
now we got 2 guys with no fucking hair.
The peanut butter you put on your ball sack?
No, not mine. Crack one. You just missed a dog.
Kraken, do you own anything but jerseys at this point?
No, basically no.
Right, no,
it's Kraken is bald. Okay,
anyway, moving on.
I just loaded up my shit, and I'm very concerned because I did not think Kraken was bald, so now I'm creeped the fuck out. Okay,
you didn't know he was bald?
You haven't seen any of the other podcasts?
No, I have. I watched the one where it was Heisman, Sosa, like the old crew.
Oh, the old ones,
okay. Like the OG guys.
Back when because
I was gone for a while. I was gone.
Shut the fuck up.
Back when it was good. Back when there was a legitimate media team. You're right. That's
Yeah.
when it was a prime time.
I was telling them though,
Cardona, I'm sorry. I didn't
one,
even realize you had fucking hair.
and
for the
I
first
fucking
30
just was
minutes of the
completely too
podcast.
obliterated to fucking post it.
Yeah. There was some
Until you
good
took
shit
your
in there,
hat
too.
off, I'm sorry, bro. I didn't even realize.
I lost most of
Oh God, no.
Kraken,
no,
I didn't even.
no.
Kraken, you don't
See,
even
my
need to fucking know that. Like it's just.
Kraken's got the best hair out of all of us.
As soon as
all right? It's
Kraken
hands
posts in
down.
the chat,
He's got
as soon
that
as
spit
as
shine.
soon as I see Kraken post in the chat, I'm like, hair plugs. But no, all right. So
Shout out to Kraken though. He's on my West Coast team. Covers for me when I don't feel like playing.
Shout out.
Blah blah blah. Go fucking lick more peanut butter, guy. All right.
shout out Kraken though. Kraken's a good guy. I got nothing to love for Kraken until he turns into Fidel Castro with this totalitarian rule enforcement and starts muting.
According to Aces, it's right around the corner.
I muted that many people. I wasn't the one who muted you. I don't think you were talking.
No,
like the
that
other
was
night,
Dempsey.
right?
Dempsey muted
Yeah.
me. You muted Sizzle, and I came to the rescue because
Fuck
that's
Sizzle.
the type of guy I am.
He did the ad
Anywho,
everyone. He did
let's
the
go back
workaround for
to-
the ad everyone. Come on now, no one wants the ad everyone's.
Kraken, your hair is an extra. I'm going back to CNS's point.
I asked him how he thought his draft went. This is actually the most probably that we talk about the league. In
So
45 minutes we've been recording.
So actually, like, no, to legitimately talk about my draft, I'm gonna summarize it quick. I don't want to drag on. I thought we did pretty well. I mean, we definitely like the way the first 3-4 rounds of the draft started was definitely kind of a surprise to me. Guys drafted a little bit high on some people. Some people took guys that they wanted early. It was definitely a shit show in the first 4 rounds. I think we definitely killed the last 5 to the end of the draft. We did really well where we wanted to, and we got all of our best players available that we wanted. First round, obviously it's past the point, so I can say who we were looking at. We were definitely looking at like Fed and Unique Sniper, and then those were just like top tier guys we wanted because some of the guys we thought, some of the guys we thought were going to be there were like, oh, they're going to be there in the second round. And like we took Space Baby 5th overall. We legitimately were expecting Space to be there in the second because we didn't think many people knew about him. And that's not to say that he's not a 5th round talent. Like we knew he was a top tier talent. We just, it's the draft is all about basing it off of who you think is going to slide and who's not going to slide, and where guys are going to take people and where they're not. And like Fed, we wanted Fed, but we thought Fed might slip. Unique was a guy that everybody knew, so we're like, all right, we're gonna see where he falls. But shit happened the way it did, and we took Space 5th overall, and I was extremely cool with that. And like, I think a lot of people viewed our draft as like, oh, they're reaching, for who's left over. We weren't. We had a established like list of what we wanted, and everybody we took was with a decision in mind. And I think it shows off a little bit. I mean, I think with 16 teams, there's going to be growing pains about building chemistry and talent and everything like that. And you're going to have guys that are struggling to gel. And even if they don't gel, the game's fucking garbage. So you're going to play against shit lines and you're going to lose to shit lines and whatever. Like, that's how it is. So like with our team, I think we're 12-5. I don't know.
Did you win both games tonight?
Yeah, we did both.
Okay, so you'd be 12-4.
We were 12-4.
I know you won the first one. Those were my team.
Yeah, my line is 5-2, and then Iggy's line is they only have 2 losses. So my line has 2 losses. They have 2 losses.
Math.
Yeah, all right, you fucking. But no, overall, I thought some teams had some really good drafts. I was surprised by a few teams' drafts. I thought a few teams had honestly, like early on, And I will give Aces credit. I thought Philly had a decent draft for what I expected. It went the way I expected because they drafted well and then they shit the bed. So that's just how management goes.
I mean, some of that comes with you get guys like that who draft well, but then no one knows the management. That kind of like can create issues. But
Well, that's the problem is like
I reached
you,
out
have,
to
you have to be confident enough in yourself as a management group to be able to draft top talent. Like I am by far and ahead will tell you I'm not the best player on the planet. But like I'm friends with a lot of people and like guys will be I bring in a management group that like I know people respect. And like it's guys that like me and I know I can carry my own weight, whichever position I have to play. And so when I draft guys, I don't worry about egos because I know I can I only draft certain guys because I know certain guys that like I don't like that have egos and whatever it is. My best advice to owners in the future is if you're going to draft egos,
find somebody they want to work with.
Exactly. Draft guys that they're going to work with or draft the fucking guy and use him as trade bait. And literally message them before draft and be like, hey, I'm going to draft you. I know you're probably not going to play for me, but
if you
stick around so I can trade you.
Yeah,
you can message guys. You can message guys pre-draft. It's not tampering. As far as I know, maybe it is tampering.
No, it shouldn't be the draft.
No, it's not.
If you're playing
draft,
like tell them, hey, I have a top pick. I'm going to draft you.
If you fall to my
if you want to play for me, I will draft your line around you. And if you don't want to play for me, I will trade you, but stick around so I can trade you and I get good talent, good value for you. And even the biggest egos in this league will respect that. And they will stick and they will wait. And they will say, as long as you're going to trade me, I will deal with it. The Melvins, the Haxbys, any of them. They like Panda, they will all, as long as you're honest with them and you're going to be like straightforward and cool, they will respect that shit. If you're going to sit them on the roster for 6 weeks, they're not going to be cool and they're going to ego you.
Haxby's ego is hilarious.
Haxby is
that's like the funniest thing ever. Yeah, I mean, like I can tell you that too.
And I love Haxby to death.
I mean, like the biggest thing, right? Like, so for CNS, right? You had Chislett, right?
Well, I've got Chislett on it, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, before him and Haxby had his big old. Well, before him and
I would have put him at forward. I'm like, fuck, I don't care.
Because him and fucking Haxby were best friends like a couple years ago when I had them, but. Didn't they I guess they had some sort of breakup, but it's
I'm not gonna speak on
He's told us about it before.
I know what happened.
I know why too. That's not my place to say.
It's not my spot.
But I know that like back when they were, best friends,
big respect to both Haxby and Chislett.
Yeah, exactly. But like biggest case nowadays, Melvin and Volcom, right? Like they're always together, even to this day. Like
no, not anymore.
Not anymore. Damn,
they had a breakup too.
Fuck.
Respect to both of them too, because I like both Volcom and Hex and Slim. But yeah, no, they are not. From what I know, I'm not gonna speak for them.
Yeah.
But like from what I know, speaking to like the circles around that, yeah, no, that's not the same atmosphere it was.
Yeah. So I think the only one that I see left that's on a roster, yes, they're management together, but like Rico and Pearson, they're
good buddies.
I was on Rico's EOG team and all that shit, and then
we beat them tonight. So
shout out to Iggy for beating Jason 8-0. You're a real fucking dude. I love that. It's great fucking look right there.
I put them on that. I put them in that game for a reason.
It's fucking brilliant.
Not that I couldn't have beat them myself.
Wait. So you're saying that Washington's a better team than what mine is, and your team couldn't put that many points up against mine? Your top line?
I never said that.
No, I think the only thing that we've ever said is that Washington is overhyped right now.
Nobody ever said that. That's the CNS reaching to feel confident.
I just want to fucking feel relevant. because I don't know.
I already told you
You're
you
not.
built a decent team, and now you just try to reach.
Just
and
sit
now you're
there
talking
and,
about
and
shit.
you
listen,
lost.
listen,
You
listen.
lost.
Just sit
You
there
lost.
and
I should
drink
lose to your
your.
fucking lineup.
You should, because we're better than you.
Hey, he gets some hair on his chest because he gets a girlfirend. Now he's trying to stand up to you, man.
The
I'm
guy's
just saying.
fucking got an ego off his mind.
Hey, I ain't
I
playing
never
either
called-
side. I'm just here. All right.
It's just like I'm in the back here with some popcorn. Like
I'm like the
You
guy
guys
that like
win-
that like that
win
like
a
starts
fucking
the
award.
fight at the bar and then like
win
sneaks out.
win any award in any banana league, and I'll give you credit.
Stanley Cup.
Sorry,
here.
the
Iggy
one
carried me to a cup. Okay.
I'm a Banana Cup champion and a Norris Trophy champion in IHL and UHL.
you played forward on defense.
I was a Vesna runner.
And I fucking won. So.
You did most of the voting for yourself.
And I won.
Damn, that sucks.
And I won.
But yeah, but going back to what you said, yeah, like the biggest thing, especially too, like it's not just here, it's in every league. Like you have to be confident in yourself as an owner, right? And then not only that, you have to put the work in to show them like when you do pick them up, because every big name player is going to be hesitant. Like say fucking, what is it? Say Montreal, like Celtic doesn't really know any of these guys, but he makes a great draft, right? But say you come in there, right? He's got the schedule already fucking laid out. He's got to wait for them to put in availability. You know what I mean? He puts them with the guys they want to be with. That's the thing that the league needs. But the problem is that the big names are either not giving them the chance or the owners are too scared to take that chance. That's the biggest issue that we're dealing with.
100%. I mean, look at my team. My management coming into the season was me, Cavi, who's an NHL defenseman, God's Jesus, who is an NHL forward, Templi, who's an NHL forward. And when shit went to shit, I recouped and I brought in Iggy and Sando, who are both NHLers.
Mm-hmm.
And that's not to say you need to bring in.
No, but you could play anywhere with anybody.
No,
I mean, you can bring in
whoever.
You can bring in a second line dude.
You can bring in AHLers and you can win leagues.
Like you can do like me and Energizer did for
won leagues with AHLers over NHLers. Like it doesn't mean you need to bring in top talent, but you need to bring in guys
that are willing to play with anybody.
The ideology that I think works the best, right, is that as the owner and as the GM, you have to view yourself as the weak link on the roster because you want players that are better than you, right? That's the ideology that me and Energizer put whenever because we've always managed together, is that we are the weakest links. Now, who is going to make us better?
Exactly.
That is what you have to do. Prime example, Dallas.
Like
Dallas is like a perfect example.
Like 110 fucking % what you're saying, because like I don't consider myself a bad player. Like I'm definitely not the best.
I'm a shitter.
But you're better than most of the talent in this league, though. No what?
Yeah.
Position.
In my opinion, at best of myself,
top 20,
like,
at least.
At defense,
top 20% at least.
In this league, yes, yeah. But like if we're going off LG standards at defense, I'm like a second line AHL defenseman. At forward, I'm a top pair, bottom pair AHL forward group at best. If anything, if at my prime.
Well, yeah.
But the thing is,
the thing to prove that
I know that I'm the weakest link, and I'm happy to build around my talent. And like I've told my management group
but you also will max out your best players.
But here's the thing: is like I came into the draft.
Gives them peanut butter too.
I told Iggy and I told Sando and I told Cavi, I want to play forward, right? Like I want to do it just because I'm sick of playing defense. I want to play forward, and I've been playing it for a while, and I play with them, and I've been listening to their advice on how to get better at that position, and that's great. But I told them, I was like, listen, if it comes down to winning games compared to stat line, I will happily sit back and play defense.
Yeah, but there's too many. There's too many players that aren't like that right now. Like. That's the big issue with these last couple. I don't think I've seen that since NHL 19, NHL 20. Because the biggest thing is that
that's why you can look, you can ask me and you can ask Sando and you can ask Cav. Like,
stop fucking yawning down there. I see you.
They will shit talk. They will shit talk to me in the moon, but they also recognize that like I'm willing to take a step back and be like, hey, if it's for the benefit of the team, if it comes down to winning a cup. Even in a banana league, I will take a step back. And even if I want to play forward all fucking season, if it comes down to winning a cup, I don't care if it's Banana League or LG. Like I'll take a step back and I'll play defense and I'll play whatever we need to do to win.
The main thing that I think the league needs to focus on when it goes forward, yes, we have this season and it's already struggling because you have management that did not prepare, and you can fucking tell. Like,
no, 100%.
Like,
and like,
shout out my team, Calgary. What's up, dude? I'm not gonna be afraid. You guys,
Calgary did a good job in their draft. I'll give Calgary.
I'm gonna give one guy.
No, they did not. Play defense behind that team, and you tell me.
Okay, well, their defense sucks, but they drafted well at forward.
Yes, their defense is fucking atrocious.
They drafted a bunch of forwards. They drafted Frank the Man. Shout out Frank the Man.
He was playing left D half the games this week.
Shout out Panda.
Panda's good, but Panda only shows up to like 3 or 4.
Shout out Dubes the Merc. He's washed, but shout out Dubes.
They have Loop.
Loops is good.
Flobes
is good.
Flavio,
I've heard is. I don't know much about Flobes. I know Flobes is like he's very good at threes. I don't know how much he's good at.
He's hit or miss sometimes. He's more.
Which is I've heard, but like
he's more of a support player than he is a star.
He was still a good pick. He was still a good pick. I think he was a bit of a reach early when they took him, but he was still a good pick.
Yeah, he's not like not like an Arctic Blur or something.
Flavio and I forget where Kaprizov 97 is, but both of those guys are really good players.
Kaprizov's on Minnesota, I think.
Yes, he is.
Yeah, that's why I think so too. But then I'm like, wait a second. That's just because it's
Kaprizov's on San Jose.
Okay. Yeah, I'm about to say Kaprizov. I'm pretty sure is what his go to.
He's a very good player. And Flavio should be playing center, not defense.
Yeah, because Flavio is not a right D. The biggest issue that there's for one, like if there's a team that I think is like right there on the cusp of being a good team, it is Calgary. But the problem is that they've called up most of their good players. Like they called up Bergie, they called up Trump. Trump is killing it in net right now, but
Bergie should have been called up, to be honest, though.
Trump lost to Chicago 11-1.
Did you see the line that he had in front of him? I lost the next game. I played the game after that. You know what I lost by? I scored 9-1. I scored 9-1. I had 34 saves.
I scored 4 goals.
That is one team. Let's go with a team that should be doing better from that conference. I'd say another team I'm surprised better.
Hold on, wait.
Well, I mean, Calgary. Right?
Let me look up the standings real quick.
Well, Calgary, yeah, I think a team that should be doing better is whenever I saw their initial draft and what they have on their squad, Philly 100%. They should not be as low honestly, as they are.
Yes, and
above that, honestly, LA.
I was gonna say LA too, to be honest.
But LA's not in there. LA's not in
no,
their,
but that's
LA's not in their conference.
Okay, I'm not gonna. So I reached out.
I'm not going off conference.
The owner that took
you're just going off. Yeah, then LA. Yeah, I thought he meant by conference. If he meant by conference, then yeah. But LA they've been playing together too much, and have too much on their team as well to be doing that bad.
LA,
there's no reason.
As much as I'm friends with all the team, all their management, and I'm not going to criticize their talent level because I'm been friends with them forever. And that was my season 1 ownership before I won a cup. They are significantly lacking on defense. Their offensive firepower is fire. They have stacked.
They have Dempsey on defense. I just told you.
A lot of their guys who were forwards on previous teams have converted to defense to open up those spots for forward, and it doesn't help.
They literally have 2 defensemen they can use right now, and I will drizzle and then Jan. That's right there. They're their second line, but they'll do the job. Right there. The Kraken's played behind Drizzle. I think he's on our West Coast team. He's good. Fucking Jan is he's like a $2.5 million player in LG right now.
I will throw a big shout to Minnesota. I thought Minnesota was gonna be bottom half of the league, and they are holding their own. So I think
I
give credit to Real J Money. He's built a solid.
But I think it's because the thing about Real J Money is that Real J Money and Yoda, they're not the best players, but I think they did the ideology of they're going to be the rear end players and put the best guys in their position. Like you have,
and that's what LA tries to do.
Like whenever they whenever they drafted Dictator, like I love I love Dictator. I love him and his brother.
I actually didn't know much about Dictator, but he's a good talent.
He is a good talent, but he's the thing. I like to classify players in two things. It's you're either a star or you're a support. Like that's how you are.
Mm-hmm.
Dictator is a support player. He played.
I view myself as a support player. So
I view myself as a bench player, not even on the ice.
You're a bench player.
Yeah, exactly right.
I'm there for moral support. and
drinking
and just try and let.
You're the guy that's like in like the stands, like so. You're like the one dude at like a men's beer hockey league fucking game. Thinking,
you have no
drunk as fuck. Let's go, boys.
You have no idea how bad the Chicago chat has been since the fact that I've been like top 2 in goal scoring in the league. You have no idea
how
bad
it's fucking been, dude. Then.
I am eating this shit up. And
live it while it lasts.
Everybody on the team fucking hates it. I like Skoden, Perf. Nobody likes me. Nobody on my team likes me.
But okay,
a team that I honestly think though too.
Cav's the only person that likes me.
Going on the same page of a team that I think should be doing better. They're doing really good. They're 8-5-1 right now. But when I first looked at Dallas's roster, I thought they were going to be a lot higher.
I agree. Dallas, I thought would be a lot better.
What is it?
But I also Dallas is one of those teams that I put like on the list of for me. High boom.
Did you think that they'd be better because Slarky's getting probably paid to be captain?
That wasn't even a thing for me. I also thought that was a possibility, but like they were a team I put on my list as high boom, high bust. They were either going to be up here or they were going to be down.
Yeah, but I mean they're calling up. I can tell you my fucking TC.
My teams that I
just reached out. Actually, I just reached out to the owner of them because they picked up Nobsy from waivers off my team. But with waivers, you don't have to put a fucking reason why you're waiving them.
No,
he doesn't have internet. But I just did I did the gentleman's. Hey, like just giving you a heads up. He doesn't have internet right now. That's why we waived him, so we wouldn't get suspended or any of that shit because he didn't play the games as roster.
If I'm gonna put together a top 4, this is no ego. I put my team in the top 4. I'm not gonna put them in a specific spot. I'm not gonna put an A team in a specific spot.
Your talent, it speaks for itself there, though.
I mean, and like here's the one thing I want to say for my team. Compared to like seasons past, I took a step back and I let my management handle a lot of drafting and a lot of trading. And so I want to throw a lot of credit towards Iggy and Sando and Cav. They've done a fuck ton for me where I have I have a ton going on. So like I really wanted to own this league and to be a significant factor, and I'm still trying to do that, but like specifically like Cav is always a big part, but Cav is like taking a step back and he's doing other shit. And then Iggy's been a huge part for me. And so Iggy's been a big factor. So like a lot of Chicago success I had to put on Iggy and Cav. Sando not as much. Sando's just my fucking captain. He does fuck all.
Yeah, but if you would ask Sando, though, he would help you out.
Oh, 100%. Sando any day is willing to do whatever.
Shout out Carolina Hurricanes.
But if I'm going to put a top 4 out there, even as much as I hate the clown crew, San Jose, because Gauthier puts together a good team.
Put a hell of a team together. I actually did.
He picks dickweed players to play for him, but he knows how to get good players in there.
He's French. What do you mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Carolina.
I would have put. I would.
They're 10-1-1 man.
I won't put Vegas in the top 4, but they're my 5th. But like I love damn near everybody on Vegas.
8-6. That's good.
I love Thunder. I love Skyther. I love Fed. I love Hoopla. Like they're all good guys. So they're underperforming a bit more than I expected, but I don't have a doubt in my mind that they're gonna find their shit and balance it out. Carolina, I throw a lot of credit to. They were a team that I pegged as a bottom 4 and are crushing it. I mean, that's even before Frank took over. They were still doing well. Fuck, who's the other team that I thought was? Honestly, it's not a team that's even like top tier, but like I'm gonna throw some credit. I'm gonna throw some credit at Buffalo. Buffalo's done well enough to hold their own at 500.
I think my team's gonna blow up this week.
No, your team fucking sucks, and I'm not gonna.
007. I mean, they have some fucking.
They have decent talent on that Buffalo team, so like I
Trip Aces, arguably probably one of the top goalies in the league.
They've held, like, even when they've played top teams, they've held their own, and I can't shit on that as much as I want to, because I want to hate on Buffalo, but like I can't. So
for me, that one team that's not top, but you could say is right
Dallas?
outside is Nashville. No, it's Nashville. I think Nashville.
Nashville. No, oh my God, you're right. No.
Nashville is fucking killing it.
Nashville deserves a ton of respect. The one team I was gonna say that's underperformed, in my opinion, is Dallas, and that's not to say Dallas is a bad team.
They just
Dallas,
they really need to call up a second line support. They don't have it.
They do.
They have 4 goalies on roster, which I know.
I honestly thought Dallas had close to, if not the best draft.
Yeah, I did too.
And then I feel like they've just fucking blown it.
No, was so because I have to talk to their owner every day because of AHL, NHL scheduling bullcrap. Problem is that they drafted a couple guys that that availability's changed. It wasn't the fact that they drafted bad. It was like you have guys like Gritty, who his availability went to shit because he has like a new job or something like that.
It's here at the same time, as a good owner, check that shit.
Well, yeah. I mean, Gritty didn't know about it either. But I mean, the biggest thing is that
that's
to replace Gritty, he's going to call up. But like you have to think, he is being a good owner because he drafted in case of that. He's got Benny 93, Dr. Beans, who just won a Mem Cup in LG, Briley Blood, AT 43, fucking
AT you can play anywhere as much as he says.
Yeah.
If you get AT's respect.
AT was an RA though.
Yeah, AT is an RA. Yeah.
I don't count that.
What is it?
It's a good ad. It's an amazing good
ad.
But
for TC, for TC, he had Furious, Noobsy, which is you just pointed out. Furious can play anywhere, and plus he's got Furious and Cupid. So here's the hot take, right? Furious has not been playing forward. Furious has been playing G. But I told him, I was like, if you find a good G to back up Dry, right, or to start ahead of Dry, put Cupid and Furious on the wing. They are fucking insane. Like you put them with, say, Haxby with him at center, or if you put him with Benny at center, they're gonna put up points every game. And Cupid has been. I had Cupid season 40 of LG. Dude went 18-2-1 with almost 60 points. He killed it last season in the A. Huh?
The Kraken's
I'm gonna make a bold statement to say that I have the best goaltending duo in the league.
Need a house tour from fucking Kraken here. The ceiling is fucking orange.
I want it to be known that
you're like a fucking warehouse. What the fuck?
No, it's the apartment.
I do respect a bunch of teams. I love the house.
I'm in a gym now.
I do respect a lot of teams for how they drafted and for reaching. Because a lot of teams threw the league off with how they drafted, and so I'll give credit where it's due. But I do think a lot of guys missed. I feel like a lot of teams that I originally were going to rank high struggled late rounds.
No, what the problem is, right, is that
like I got Primo, who's a fucking NHL NHL
stud
starting goalie.
Yeah.
In the last round of the draft.
Yeah.
And like his availability might be.
I was gonna say his availability might be the question.
But like, I don't have a problem with his avail because like he messages me like hours beforehand and it's like, hey, I can either play this game or I can't.
So what?
And I also have Millsy on my TC.
Yeah,
and Millsy's.
So I'm gonna say this now here because Kraken is here. Sorry, brother. You're gonna be drugged through the mud real quick. The thing is that yes, the league did kind of jump up before, and it really did a bad anticipation going to 16 teams. So we know that. Should have stayed at 14. I think the talent would have been a lot. Yes, it still would have been, not Niagara Falls, but it would have been like a waterfall compared to the two of them. But my biggest thing is that when you talk to league ownership, not going to say names, is that there's already showing signs of, oh, this isn't worth it. Players aren't playing. Yes, they are. It's the fact that they put out ideas and they don't plan ahead of time, right? I.e., the AHL. It's stuff like that. Like if you have, because like you're gonna know with big time players, they're probably gonna have esports. They're gonna have LG. Availability is gonna be shit because a lot of guys will play esports, play those other leagues, not want to play that night, right? But the problem is that you have to have a league ownership that supports the player base. And,
that's also part of
I'll say I will give them credit.
It's a 50-50 problem because like you have the guys like you're saying that will no matter what ego the league, and then you also have the guys that are like, oh, I'm on a good team, so I won't ego and I'll play the shit.
But I'll also give them credit though. Like, yes, the AHL is a failure right now, but the last season we couldn't trade late signups. If you get late signups to play 10
that's like
games,
the West Coast League right now. Yeah, you can't.
You can if you get them to play 10 games for you can trade them.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying that they're doing a terrible job. What I'm saying is that this offseason, they really need to bring they really need to bring people in that have a mindset of, okay, how the fuck do we fix this going forward? Because we don't need to have.
I would lower RA trade requirements to 6 games.
Yeah. I mean, I think
if you can get them,
I think 10's fucking extreme
because you
already have guys looking to trade, and like the top trade talents are the fucking guys in RA. You have Seal McCarr, you have.
I could have traded Chislett.
You have Chislett. You have fucking
AT-43.
AT-43. You have Nick Veds. You have a bunch of fucking guys that would have been top 3 talents in the actual draft. And to put them in 10 games, and you can only play them 2 games a week unless you call them up. And a lot of guys don't want, like, unless you're a shit team, you're not calling these guys up as good as you are. Risk. You're not trying to put the rest of your decent team on the roster.
Yeah, the biggest issue is that a lot of times too, like
my biggest problem is like honestly Vegas. Vegas has gotten a fucking top tier talent every week, and they still suck. That's because of Aces, because he's terrible.
Let's give Kraken a second to speak here.
So we'll go talk about those in order they came up. So we'll talk the AHL first. So the AHL we had a big issue last year where guys on TC had nothing to do and weren't getting a lot of action. So we wanted to give them something to do. So it was originally going to be 2 teams just play each other, like give them something. But it was just like, then we found ourselves, and it's the other thing with going to 16 teams with so many players, where it's just like the TCs were going to be huge, 30, 40 TCs per team. And it's just like, okay, so we had some better ownership. Some of the last owners that applied were towards the end. So I can't say that we didn't have good ownerships to add on to. I would say our rougher ones were somewhere more in the middle in terms of applying, but you get enough players and good ownership offering to own to be that 15th and 16th team, and enough players. So you end up saying, okay, well, we got the players for it, and then we think, well, we still have a ton of TCs. Like we had something like 160 TCs, and it's just like at some point, like that's 160 people sitting around, probably not getting many games in. So we wanted to give them an opportunity. So start with 2 teams. You're just like, well, that's still like a ridiculous amount. It's like, let's make it actually worth something real. So we go with a full 4, and then we're looking at the numbers like, well, we could do 8 and like actually have a good rhythm of it. Now we have some plans in terms of what we can try and do. It wasn't an original plan. It was like, holy crap, we're getting a lot more signups than we were anticipating. And now we need to do something, or we're going to have a lot of bored people, and we want to give people a chance to play. That's why we're here. So it was, I would say, an afterthought, sort of. It was a reactionary, like we need to give them something to do, as opposed to a pre-plan, because we had to react to the actual number of hype and signups that we were getting for the league.
I will give you guys credits on that.
Okay, wait. Real quick, I have, because I brought this up earlier, and I just have to ask this to you, Kraken.
He's getting there.
I'm 2 bottles of wine deep and I already had like 6 beers and multiple shots at dinner. No, so the thing I was gonna say, and I brought this up earlier, and it goes to you, Kraken. I specifically said to Aces, I wasn't a fan, and like my entire management group and me weren't a fan of the entire 16-team management group. Like, I thought it was a bit an expansion in my mind, and I ate it because I thought, like, okay, you guys have the signups. I get it. I get why you did it. And I don't want you to feel pressure to answer this based off of Aces, because Aces is a bitch. So feel free to answer freely. But like I said, so we have what, 16 NHL teams, and what is it? 6, 8?
It's 8 right now, AHL teams.
8.
Yeah.
I think based off the talent drop off, I would have done 12 NHL teams and expanded the AHL teams based off of how many. You had a fuck ton of like CHL and CHLTC players sign up. I would have pushed them into the AHL. And I think you should have limited the amount of NHL teams and expanded more AHL teams.
So I will say
like,
that's a great idea.
Before you even speak, like I respect what you guys did. Like, don't get me wrong. I understand why you did it. I understand why, because Aces explained everything thoroughly to me, and I get it. I just think for what you guys are going for how much you say, like, I want to be a legitimate league, I think the over expansion was a bit much.
So,
and I may be wrong. I might be wrong.
I'll start with talking about over expansion. So over expansion, I've seen it in the past with IOHL and whatnot, where you get to that point where it tends to be your owner quality apps is the limiting factor, right? Your quality owner limited. You're not player base limited a lot of times.
I think it's part of it. I agree.
But to get to that over expansion, it's one of those things where it's like, okay, if we've got what we thought were decent owners at 8 or at 10 or 12, and then you get like the next 2, and these are even better owners, your weaker owners are already signed up. So it's like, well, okay, and we've got the player base for it. So let's let those new owners in, because we already selected based on what we were thinking early on, and the signups keep coming. So then you get to the point where it's like we got 16 teams, and the AHL was not in existence by the time we had 16 teams. It was, we'll have 2 teams playing against each other. So going to the 12 and 12 idea of splitting up the 24 teams, really great if that's the original plan. But when we already had the 16 NHL teams, it was a point where it's like the add-on of the AHL happened after like we'd already done the draft lotteries and things like that. Like things are already rolling with the 16 teams. So it's kind of hard to go back to a 12 and 12 split when we are already at the point of 16 before we even decided to build up an AHL. So really like, have we, hindsight 2020, seen where we are at the start of the season and can go back a few weeks, we probably would have divvied it up different and whatnot. Now you get to 14. We originally had 12, and then we were like, we can go to 14. I spent hours building a schedule for 14 people and for 14 teams, and it took a long time to build this whole thing out, and we were ready to roll with it, and we get to the better owners and we go to the 16 teams. So we could have been shorter like that, but the 16 is just a much smoother, rounder number in terms of scheduling, playoffs, rankings, conference structure, everything. Because if you do a 14-team schedule, and if you do conferences, which we decided we want to do, if you remember the last IOHL was that. So I had that to base it on. You get a really interesting mix of how you have to split things up in terms of in-conference and out-of-conference games. And so it just becomes a very much a Sudoku puzzle to make it all happen. So 16 is just smoother and flows a lot better. So when we had really good quality owner apps for the 15th to 16th team, we got the players part, and it smooths things out. It's like, okay, let's jump to that 16 now, because this is the right situation, other than kicking out 2 owners that we've already promised 2 or 4 owners that we've already promised from fairly early on, just because we got better owner apps later on.
No,
So
I will say that is a great answer. Like, but like,
It's hard to say.
It's a great answer. Like, you're right. Like, I get your mindset behind it, but like, I hope you understand. Like, there is the counterbalance to the other side of saying that. I understand why you expand that far, and I understand like you can't anticipate the signups where they're at, but I do still stand behind. It is a hefty over expansion in anticipation of what you got, and you guys hit it. You did.
I mean, it just sucks. So,
but I still think that you over what's the word for it? You just over anticipated what you were going to get in terms of signups and players, in terms of talent, not in terms of signups. You over anticipated what you were going to get. And so like, I get it. I get why you did it. I still think at best I would have done 12.
Yeah.
But
you take a look at some of the names that were still going to the TC draft, and there's a lot of talent.
I get it. I do. Yeah. I really get it. And I understand why you did it. And I understand pushing it as far as you did, because like I get it. I do enjoy the league, and I do enjoy watching it grow. I just did think, and this is my personal opinion. I mean, it's not, what everybody else might think. I just thought it was a bit push. And this is not just me. This is me and my management in terms of what we thought. And so that's 4 guys in terms of what do you have? 600 almost damn near.
Yeah.
I thought it was a bit of a push. I thought it was, you guys were not rushing to make it a big league. I don't want to say you're rushing, because you already had it as a big league and you guys already had a stable foundation. And I already trusted it from the first season I was in it. I just thought it was a bit of an over push.
Sure.
And I thought you guys could have taken it a little bit more of a step at a time and built it gradually. And I felt like aces. I won't even put aces. I just felt like you guys wanted to push the pace, and I understand that, because especially in this time, like there's not many leagues out there that are competitive. You want to say like I don't even remember, 227, 217. I don't know.
What is it, 267?
Yeah, whatever the fuck. It's shit. There's a lot of shit leagues out there. I will 100% play this league over any other league besides LG. So I was happy you guys made the push to make it more competitive and add more talent. I just thought it was a bit too hard of a push.
Yeah, I mean, and then the other thing is because like I said, I've seen the delicate balance that is not going with too many teams or overreaching, whether it's player wise, talent wise. And so it's one of those things where we were actually very cautious about doing so, and actually take our time. Like, and you get to a certain point, we're looking at like the rosters are super huge, and you're just like, okay, if we broke this out right now, we're gonna have super huge rosters. So you're kind of looking at that. It's like, okay, if there was a time to go to that next level, this is it, because we were really cautious. Like, we had a specific number of TCs we wanted on every team, and it's well beyond that now, even with 16 teams. But I guess like you said, that's not the talent wise, that's the player wise. But I mean, we'll see how it plays out. I think the other hard part about that is a couple of the owners that are on the weaker end of it were very early on selections and returning type guys and whatnot. So that kind of is like they were already kind of chosen, and then you get stronger owners later on, and that makes it a little bit harder. But I think your bottom probably 4 owners that you have, or 4 teams right now. I'm not calling bottom owners, but your bottom ranking teams right now, the owners for those were picked very early on. So it's kind of
I do want to say before anybody jumps in, I agree. I think you guys, I want to say like I was proven wrong in the aspect of how many owners I think would retain this far along. You guys definitely have a good group that you picked out, and you guys got even the owners that are struggling are sticking around, which I
There's-
can't say for
there's-
IHL.
There's one team I'm going to shout out though. I'm not going to say their name, but they're struggling, and this is definitely one that it was a new owner last season. The ownership changed this year, but the guy's a realist. I reached out to him, asked him the question of why a certain player was on the block, and he says, "Listen, I love these players, but I got to be realist. I need to work to make my team better, and those are the only ones going to bring some value in."
No, I think the majority of owners, even the ones that are struggling really bad right now, are doing their best, and I give them credit. Which is why typically you guys all know me. I will be in the chat backs talking shit. I'm typically not in there as much because I respect a lot of the owners, even the ones that are fucking losing, and this is not to insult them, but Arizona, Philadelphia, they're doing their best and they're trying to put together lineups, and I respect that because it's fucking hard when you're not a good owner and not even I want to say
not a good owner.
You're not a guy that knows a lot of people and you don't have a lot of respect with those upper echelon players. It's hard to bring those guys in and make them.
If you bring them in to play for you.
Exactly. Like I said, I'm not the best player, but I can convince guys to play, and not everybody can do that. And that's not even to say there's players better than me who take management, who just some guys don't want to fucking play for, and that's just how it is. And I think for the fact that you brought 16 teams in, I think you guys have managed it well. And I think it's working better than I expected. But at the same time, to be positive and negative, I think it could have worked better taking a load off earlier on.
Yeah, that's all fair. And then I'll say that some of those teams that are struggling right now in their ownership that we brought back from part of it is because we brought guys back who helped run a team that, while it did struggle last year, it's one of those catch-22s where it's like, wow, that team struggled, but they were able to keep the team together that struggled. And you almost kind of reward them for that because I don't want to say this is I'm just careful how I say this, but
just tell me it's okay.
Let's take one.
You just want to say CNS is fat. You're fine.
Let's say the one team that I know he's talking about in a sense is Philly. Yeah. Philly didn't know a lot of players.
I fucking hate Philly. Yeah.
So let's talk about.
I respect Philly's management, but I fucking hate Philly.
Let's talk about Philly. So Philly was named Tex last year, right? And he took a step back, but then he kept that team alive. And he has his system, and he's really weird about it, but he kept that team alive.
That was the one thing.
Can I pause you real quick to interject and say that Aces said that he said it was his favorite draft, and they were a sleeper pick, and they're fucking terrible. And that just goes a testament about how much Aces knows about building a roster, because Aces is fucking.
They had a lot. They did have a lot of talent, but
they got
Stop. Aces doesn't know how to build rosters.
Yeah. Well, so anyways, let me.
And I love Aces, but Aces is fucking dumb.
On the Flyers, it's like there's always going to be a team that's going to.
But don't you can laugh. Aces is dumb.
Fair enough. But there's always going to be a team that struggles. So at least if you have an owner in place that can keep the struggling team alive, not that we were betting on them to struggle, but I gotta give them credit for that last year, and you give them another chance, right? So at least if there's anyone who's going to be running a team that struggles,
I think there's decent players alive.
They are the ones.
They did.
You're going to tell me you instantly Taglia and Gopher Cellular brothers. That's good chemistry. Esports.
But they are a prime example of.
If it doesn't go their way, in a sense, they can.
It folds. And you have to. They're a prime example of drafting well and not having the management to sustain.
Yeah.
Kind of don't know what to
And
say.
there's
No. I'm just gonna let y'all know I'm gonna go because I got work in fucking 3 hours and I'm not.
Oh my god, you gotta fucking comment a little bit. Don't be a bitch.
you have a small dick anyway. It doesn't matter. Okay.
At least his dick isn't in peanut butter.
Well, at least my dick's getting licked.
Because he doesn't have a girlfriend to licking anymore. Okay, I'll see y'all later.
Donna, we'll let you know the next time we do this and stuff, obviously.
All right, man. Yeah, you guys take care. Good luck tomorrow. Cliz, yeah, you're gonna have a rough morning tomorrow, man.
I don't have to be to work till 2 p.m. Eastern time.
Yeah, no, I'm talking about the dude down there that's almost two wine bottles in right now. He's got to work tomorrow.
I'm only staying here for 15 minutes.
I'm only gonna be here for like an hour, bro.
15 minutes. Wait, you haven't started recording yet? What the fuck? Did it for a reason. Why do you think?
Hold on. What else?
All right. So Donna might be seriously one of the co-hosts with us now, because he's so official with it. As he leaves the mic there saying, "Yeah, fuck you guys."
But yeah, so I do gotta head out. I'm already just super fucking seated. What I initially planned, but like 10 minutes is what I'm capping myself at.
So
no matter what, Cardona, get the fuck out of here, you fucking piece of shit.
I'm gonna go.
Get the fuck out of here before
I'm gonna go drink.
I'm gonna insult you until you leave. Get the fuck out of here.
Why you gotta be mean to me? I'm just trying to be your
fuck out of
friend.
here.
Okay, fine.
I'll pay for your fucking eyebrows to get replaced if you don't get the fuck out of here fast enough.
How much we talking?
I'll pay $5,000 if you don't get the fuck out of here right now.
You said if I don't.
If you do,
you said no. Y'all heard him right. He said if I don't get out of here, you're gonna pay me $5,000. Huh?
What button do I gotta click to mute him?
You can't mute him. I'm the one hosting it, you bitch.
It doesn't matter. I can find a way.
Oh, you can't.
I'm gonna find a way.
Huh.
You can't mute me.
I'm a teacher. I got it.
Oh, I found out how to do it. I'm not gonna tell him though. But all right, boys, y'all take care. I'll see you next time. Peace.
Yeah, buddy.
This one's Cardona. Mute. Oh, there we go.
Too bad he left.
So yeah, I'm gonna say like Philly. So the other thing is you get guys, and I'm not gonna point to any names.
Oh, no, I got you fucking too. God damn it.
If you get guys who
You're literally leaving in fucking 8 minutes, you bitch. And then we'll go back. We'll talk about important shit.
It'll be fucking. Everyone's gonna turn off as soon as I leave. I mean, two fucking damn near bald pieces of shit talking about fucking hockey for the last 35 fucking minutes. Anyone wants to watch that? As much as I love you and as much as I love Kraken, nobody wants to watch that shit.
Well, we were gonna bring up the fucking Chicklets Cup and shit because the Kraken was there.
Yeah,
that's why we haven't been recording.
Chicklets Cup
in Vegas. He was there in Vegas. The next one's in Buffalo. You want to fucking dude?
The last championship anyone ever cared about was me winning a cup in season 1.
Oh my. I feel like we should do a UHL media team Chicklets Cup in Buffalo.
See, and that's the only reason I came on this chat is the single fact that I hope I saw your girlfriend.
I mean, she's not here right now. But...
Well, and that's why I'm not going to be back on here until I see her.
Okay, well, I'll send you a Snapchat picture of what she looks like.
I can live with that.
Huh?
I'm good with that.
I will attest that there is a female that occasionally poses with him, and
that's my girlfriend.
So, Kraken, how many hours of Grindr do you got posted so far?
I just swipe. No. Yeah.
I legit don't have any more alcohol left. I've drank the entire bottle.
Drinking from the bottle.
I'm drinking the entire bottle.
So for the RA late sign-up thing, I just wanted to touch on that too. So the thing about that is it's a fine line between getting guys to sign up who are just going to immediately, ego for their buddies. So We just want some kind of delay. And I get that you're saying 6. We want it to kind of be at not like, okay, 1 week and then move type thing.
I've got a problem with it. I mean,
I think you guys should go down to 6 games for trade.
I mean, I'm fine with it. It's got to be more than like 2 or 3, or be on the team for.
I
in
agree.
the Discord active for like.
I just think 10's a bit much. I'd put it at 6.
I mean, I've lost.
I think 6. I think 6 is a good spot. I'm also ripping ass. So
I've lost Sargent, who I've had teams ask me about.
I think no, legitimately, I think 6 is a good spot for saying, hey,
I think
signed up late, and that's 3 weeks because what do you guys have? It's 2 games a week for TCs.
Yeah.
To put it at 10 that's what 5 fucking weeks a guy's got to play.
Then I think what we need to do is maybe one option.
I understand is like, if they get called up, like they can play this amount of much.
Or you get people that just fucking quit on you. Like Sargent, I said, dude, Sargent, can you play on our team? Can you play defense or can you play forward?
That doesn't even matter because that guy's fucking terrible. So, but
let him play just to fucking trade him. We knew he didn't want to be there.
I agree. I get it.
All of a sudden,
I have fucking Millsy, and Millsy's a top goaltending talent, and I can't put him. As much as I love Millsy and I want him to be on my team, if I wanted to trade him, I can't do it until he plays 10 games.
Hey,
in my opinion. That's dumb.
Let's make a podcast trade.
That's not even to say I want to trade Millsy because I love Millsy.
I'll trade you Chislett.
And Millsy is amazing.
Chislett right now.
And Millsy makes
Kraken's
me hard.
gonna prove it.
But if I wanted to trade Millsy, I can't trade Millsy or any of my other RAs.
He's drunken ass.
You've been talking for 10 minutes and I don't listen to anything you say. So stop speaking.
I was gonna trade you Chislett for Millsy right now.
I can't do that though because he hasn't played 10 games.
So what? A Kraken will fucking put it through.
All right, well, Kraken.
Trades right here in the. You got the guy who does the trades.
You got the NHL logo on. You got the UHL logo on.
I'll take fucking. If he wants to do that, if you're gonna push it through, I'll take Chesley for Millsy right now.
So with
Millsy makes me hard. Millsy makes me erect. A lot.
The idea there is like, let's say you get top talents that are going to come in after the fact and try to go straight to egoing to the friends team or whatever, sign up late. The idea is you want them to have to play. So you're expecting they probably would get called up and play those max games. Now,
but here's the thing. I think you're fucking your weaker owners because.
So
okay, can we say
we're banking on the RA giving them good talent?
Who the fuck did San Jose trade? Who the fuck
did
trade?
I got Millsy and Flakes in the first round of TC drafts, and like that wasn't even the top 8 players available, and I still got fucking great talent. Like I was happy when I saw Millsy and Flakes enter my roster. I was like, bro, cash. Millsy is a top 5 goaltender in the entire league. And Flakes can play literally any position. And then you're giving Arizona fucking guys who are on CHLTCs.
That was
shit.
That's the whole random thing, right?
I don't mean to disagree with your system. Your guys' system is smart the way you do it, but like it's not.
That was unfortunate. Trust me, I'm on Arizona, and I saw the way that played out, and I was like, wow, that was the team that was probably going to struggle pretty hard and just got nothing. While teams that didn't need more got more, but that's part of doing random, right? And there's a trade-off to that. But let me throw this suggestion out there for the RAs instead of 10. If the 1 game more than max games, so that no one can go after 1 week, but that it's as minimal as necessary if they go all out.
Yeah, but can I call it like
I get that, but like it's still fucked.
As Peter says, I don't read the rules because it cuts into my drinking time. But
look, I read the rules. I read the rules, and they're still fucked in my opinion.
You're a fucking teacher. I haven't done shit for school in over 10 years.
Well, it's because your brain is the size of your fucking elbow.
Not wrong. It's all the concussions I've had too.
Like at least Kraken like shaved his head so his brain's is the size of his skull. Like
No, that's for a paycheck.
Kraken's brain fits his skull. Your brain fits your elbow. So like there's a difference. You shouldn't have you shouldn't be able to own a team.
I'm not. I'm just GM.
Which is equally as bad.
We only lost your team by 2 goals.
It doesn't matter what you beat my team by, dude, and you suck.
I had to carry your ass.
No, you didn't.
Let's get.
No, you
Let's
didn't.
crack into fucking keep speaking again. I'm gonna drink the
No, you
fucking
didn't.
me being wine drunk. Okay, Haxby Jr., calm down.
The CNS, you didn't play with me one time in playoffs.
Because they didn't schedule me.
No, because I won every game in playoffs.
Every game I tried to play in playoffs for the season 1 cup, the other
Yeah,
team
you
forfeited.
lost, and I had
The other team forfeited.
you lost, and I had to cover you.
I was paired with Demtard.
CNS, you're just bad, dude. You and Dempsey are both just bad. Please,
I should call
just accept
Dempsey
it.
then. Say, what
No,
the
CNS, I will respect you so much more if you just acknowledge that you and Dempsey were terrible.
I do suck, but I like to drink, and I drink during games.
That alone, I love you for you admitting that.
Cheers.
100%. You're automatically off my shit list.
Not gonna
be.
be.
No, I'm not gonna. Anything you had to say after that, for whatever contradictory dumb shit you were gonna say.
Well, Syracuse is fucking snowiest place in goddamn the U.S. That's why I got to drink, because we had 65 on Sunday, and now it's looking to snow again today.
It's terrible. It is terrible in the U.S.
So,
but no, Dempsey fucking stinks. Sargent stinks. Yeah. Out of this group, the one with the least amount of skill. Time for that comment.
what do you say? The least amount of skill? What? Fucking spit it out, die, Junior.
It might be you.
That's for sure. I have no thumb.
Kraken's a good goalie. I can't show Kraken.
Appreciate it.
Kraken's a decent enough goalie.
You just I think you just hit a whole new level of drunk in about 2 minutes ago, and it's kind of funny to just see your
before you came in. He was the Haxby. He had his foot up in the fucking thing like this, the sock on. His Haxby. Like, you're gonna have to watch the podcast before you join to see how fucking random our whole conversation was.
Hey, Track. So did you moved, right?
Yeah, you got a brand new place.
10 minutes away from where I lived originally.
Okay. So
his place is the bachelor pad. If once you get the location from him, all you have to do is bring peanut butter and beer.
Because before it looked like he was living in his mom's basement, and now it actually looks like an apartment.
Yeah. Nah, I own my own place now.
Oh, there you go.
I own a townhouse by myself.
Nice.
Thank you. And CNS, you just dropped significantly lower because Kraken complimented me.
I said congratulations on you moving in on your own, you jackass, earlier.
Yeah, but you're a stupid bitch. So
I told him the fucking house rules. You gotta bring peanut butter and fucking booze. Once you can find out the location.
No, I do want to say
Chicago, right?
Yes, just outside Chicago.
It's a small city.
No, it's not.
Should be easy.
That's close enough.
Should be easy to find you.
Yeah. I do want to throw a shout out to, as much as I hate it, Aces, Dempsey, Kraken, Trump, Pathead. All the guys that made the league what it is. I will be explicitly commenting constantly about how much I disagree with certain shit.
but I think you guys have made a good league to counteract and go above and beyond what IOHL was. As much as I have time to do it, I will still be a part of it.
Appreciate it.
As much as I fucking hate you guys. So much, dude. So much. Every one of your staff group, I fucking in some way dislike. But you guys have done it the right way. And so
you dislike them because you've got respect for them that if you're gonna sit there and call them out on something, they're gonna give you a valid response.
no, and that's 100% right. Besides Dempsey, because Dempsey's a bitch.
Dempsey's got the fucking 5 head on him.
Dempsey's a fucking
Here, let
bitch,
me
dude.
play my drums with the fucking
Dempsey,
5 head.
if you're watching this, you're the biggest bitch of the entire
No,
group.
he's the biggest bitch because he said he was gonna join, so that's why I was waiting to
Dude,
record.
he's got such a
And he said,
fat
I don't have my laptop. One sec.
Dempsey has such a fat pussy, it's stupid.
Your dog would
Like
probably.
I can't. I'm sorry. Like I want to be nice. Like I've been trying. This was me trying to be nice throughout the whole conversation. And this Dempsey just has such a fat pussy, dude. It's just like
He's got the landing strip on it too. He's got the landing strip. He's on the
dude,
little bush.
he's got
He,
such
like, he just grooms it enough for the fucking
Are you
little
saying-
landing strip like this on it.
Does it go all the way up to the belly button?
dude. I've watched Kraken sit there and be like, yeah, he's got a fat pussy.
I know.
He's like
I'm
straight-
actually disappointed.
Kraken's been like this from like the furthest part. Like
No, so I had to. So evidently the fucking media room in this apartment. I'm moving the fuck out of this place now.
oh yeah, it's the fucking media room. It's
Like,
not
it
them having
closed-
fat puss.
It closed. It closed at 10. Well, it's like there's a name for it, but it's like a living room that everyone can use. I mean, it closes at 10 p.m. How dumb is that shit? I've been in there all hours of the fucking night, and the security guard's like, "You gotta leave." I was like, "I can go to the gym though, which is right across the hall." He's like, "Yeah." I was like, "Okay, fine." So I'm literally.
Was somebody doing a workout
on a
over there?
fucking- No, it's just me. I'm literally sitting on the fucking like. So, but it's super lean back. So.
Yeah, but
I'm
how
allowed to
was
be in here.
all right? Since people don't pay attention, how was the Chicklets Cup though?
Dude, it was fucking phenomenal. So,
We
showed up day one.
we gotta get Glizzy out here.
Dude, it'd be
for the
fucking awesome.
for Buffalo one.
I'm
I'm gonna be at the
literally
Buffalo
telling
one for sure.
Everyone that I know that's into hockey, and it doesn't even fucking matter if you know how to skate. If you can swing a fucking stick, it was a good fucking time. And like, I showed up with a team that no one knew each other, and we had a great fucking time. We just got out there, and one dude had never played hockey before, and he legitimately scored the first goal in our first game. And so it was a good fucking time. We just run around, fucking, yeah. So what's that?
So you guys suck.
And we're like in the middle of the pack. There's like 18. I think we're like fifth. So not too bad.
I'm terrible, so I'll play.
Yeah, perfect.
Terrible?
We'll put you in net.
No, dude, I can play
Yes.
goalie. If it's fucking, what is it, ball or roller?
Well, that's because it's well, if you play on foot, it's with the ball. But we of course you play net because you take the whole thing up.
No, I played fucking goalie like growing up. Dude, we could get slap shot. No, dude, I'm actually.
Kraken just jumped up the rankings.
He just rolled right through that.
I know I did. I know. I didn't pay attention.
Kraken made fun of you for being physically inept, so immediately jumped up 5 times.
Well, yeah, no shit. But also with goalie, you don't have to fucking run around. So like, you could be the fucking drunkest son of a bitch too. You don't have to worry about.
Yes, you haven't fucking run around in months.
So no joke.
I don't
the
run.
dude that was-
I just fucking run to the beer, to my fridge, as you can see, when I'm out of beer for fucking league games, and run back to where I play. Because this is exactly where I play too.
So no joke. The dude who was our goalie, he like I said, it's just a group of random ass people who like and play hockey. He's like, "Oh, I'm a musician." I'm like, "Oh, cool." So then like afterwards, like Instagram friends, whatever, and like what and like looking him up, and then he's popping up on like Steinway. He's a keyboardist on Steinway's fucking website, the piano company Steinway, and he's got a profile there, and he's legit. It was like touring keyboardist for Madonna. It was like, what the fuck?
Like a virgin.
Yeah, exactly. Like
Yeah,
on
that's
her
what's
last like 3
there.
tours too.
CNS, what's your time set at?
I don't pay attention to that. Where the fuck was it being here? I
Guys
don't know.
have a 2-hour fucking podcast and doesn't even count it.
Yep, I don't count it. Yeah, we started. Yeah,
He also doesn't edit, cut, or do anything fucking fancy like that.
I don't.
The one time we had to make an edit, I had to wait for him to send me the fucking file so I could do it.
Yeah,
Dude,
because it was you. It wasn't me. I didn't fuck up.
This is why everybody misses me.
That's probably true.
This is why everybody misses me.
You were the one. You dropped the fucking R bomb on it.
Yeah.
My shit came out on time.
All right. Yeah, we'll get back to this shit with Crap Lord fucking being drunk as shit. He's probably way worse than what I was on that.
You don't know the fucking time it is.
It is gonna be 1:40 your time.
Just fucking. I'm getting off. Goodbye.
All right, yeah, we're leaving too. But
See ya.
see, guys, at least we provided some fucking comical information for a little
Yeah, it
bit.
was me.
Shut the fuck up, you bitch. The world doesn't revolve around you. So, well, we gotta do this again. Hopefully next week.
Yeah, I'll try to be as drunk as he is then.
Oh fuck. We had some.
All right, see you.
All right. Wait a second. As stop recording. Stop.